Well, hey there, this is Jerry, and I'm getting started on another episode of What's Broke Today. And today is a Kawasaki Bayou 300 four-wheeler that doesn't start. And I'll say we got no lights up on the panel up here, and I did try and run it through gears and get it in reverse, and the neutral and the reverse light, neither one work. But I'm thinking the battery's good, because when I turned the lights on, the tail light did light up. Because right there I got 12.58 volts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 12.58. And when I turn the light on, I can see the tail. There we go. Tail light on. And I still got 12.4 volts. I hit start, nothing happens. So at least we know we've got some power. And I didn't look to see where the fuses were at on this yet. Looks like they might be in the back down by the starter solenoid. Let me move some stuff. I got Ash out here. She's ready to help, and he's got his I don't know. Well, I looked underneath, and there's only thing down there is the starter solenoid. If I jump from the battery cable to the starter solenoid, it will try to crank. So that means whatever this is here, where it looks like, which I'm going to end up redoing that because they got that put together with a household wire nut, and that's got to be working because I got lights. I made sure it was in neutral, so I don't know where they'd hid the fuses on this. I have a feeling it was back here and somebody removed it. And then I'm going to end up doing something different with this wire, because this wire here is hot all the time, and it's been shorted out because it's melted really bad. So let's see. Let me get a Phillips screwdriver and I'll take that plastic thing off. Yeah, I got the panel off and the ignition switch pulled out of it, but all those wires go down underneath all this plastic, so let's see. Our ignition switch comes out and down, and yeah, but it looks like all our ignition switch is maybe an on and an off. Because when I get down here, I just got two wires, a white and a brown, and so but I also have those. I got some wires here that are disconnected. Have no, but the ones going up there are still plugged in. Now one's a brown wire, so it probably gets hot with the key on. I got a red wire. There I got let's see, neutral is a green wire, and then okay, so those just plug in down there. I got all three of them are plugged in. And the other question is got some kind of neutral switch. Let's see. It's a vent. Shifter's there, so fire. I got Ash here trying to be helpful. This is where I need a wiring diagram, but apparently I don't have one. Okay, so I got wires going down into the crankcase here, and they come up here. I guess I'll start out. Let's see if I got any power up here anywhere. Okay, so neutral is going to be the green wire. Now I do have power through that light. So definitely we got power going to our lights. And then coming up here from our other switch, that would be, okay, well I got this apart and a lot of rust in there, but that looks like a brown wire that should be hot with the key on. And it was not. So that's still in back. I hope everybody has as much trouble with some of this as I do. So yeah, so there, oh, I do have 12 volts there. And I got my 12 volts coming out. Then down here, they need to make it where you can adjust the timeout on that stupid meter, because it wants to time out long before I'm ready to shut it off. They think you can diagnose everything and be done in 30 seconds. So there I got millivolts. There I got 12.37, 12.39. That's out of a black looking wire. But I am losing voltage through this red switch. Power to go through this switch is with it to the right, not the left. So bring my meter back up here. And that wire that's what I'm talking about, my meter, if I could override that somehow, I sure the heck would, because it seems like it does that every time I'm getting ready to run it. You know, I move things around, then I go to run a test, and it beep, time's out. Okay. So, come here and I'm going to get up out of the way. I will back probe that connector a little. Or try to. Okay. Then we'll push the button for a switch. I got my 12 volts. Then go on the other side of the connector just for the heck of it. And can't get up in there good, but I have my 12 volts coming out, and that is looks like a black wire, maybe with a white stripe coming out, or maybe it's dashes, not a stripe. It goes down, and then all my other wires I got here sticking that aren't hooked to nothing. I have black with yellow, I have brown, I have blue, I have red, but none of those are that color. So, and that harness goes down and so it loops around and comes up here. Yeah. Okay, so while I was looking things over, I was trying to find the starter wires, which I didn't find them, but I found the green wire and the red wire that match up with my lights up here. And so I unplugged the harness, and I did just a ohm check between the switch, or the green wire for the neutral, and ground, and I had nothing. So I went ahead and clipped into the harness, and as soon as I touched the negative battery post, I got my green light comes on, and you hear a relay click somewhere. And somewhere down here by the battery or in that area, but needless to say, if I clip that in there and we set our choke, that's on. Well, I thought it'd crank. It did earlier. There we go. So that's what it is. Our neutral safety switch went bad, and I went on and did a quick internet search, and this is a 1987 Kawasaki, and that switch is no longer available. So I think I'm just going to cut this off, extend it, put an eyelet, bolt it to the battery, and call it good. And yeah, I guess I'll do some, because I found used ones, but you know, if you're going to spend 35, 40 bucks, I just shouldn't keep looking, see if I can find a factory one, and then have him bring it back if I find one. So yeah, we'll just go from there. That like I say, I'm going to cut that off so it'll plug in, and a little, I don't know, 6 inches of wire, and we'll have him going. I'll put his rubber hose back on the wiring, and we can get him down the road. But I appreciate you watching this episode of What's Broke Today. That yeah, not getting the repair I wanted today, but you know, when things get old, because you figure 87, this is 30, yeah, 37 years old. So for being a 37-year-old four-wheeler, we'll call that good. So, but if you ever have this problem, look down here under the seat, because it was right here, and chances are if it wasn't for his I don't know, heater hose, I'd have seen that right away. But yeah, so I'm going to get that bypassed, and just stay tuned, because no telling what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.